Hey, everybody, welcome back to our very first episode of 2022 with Pop Culture Primas.
Wow! It's 2022!
It is. I said it right, right?
Yes,
I said 2022. Okay.
2022. It's 2022.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah,
How is your year going so far?
it's going great. We're a week into January
And it's freezing
and
by you.
it's so cold.
But
Chicago got hit with it wasn't even like an ice storm. It was like raining, but I guess temperatures were still like cold enough for things to like freeze. So
sleet.
there was a layer of ice on everything.
Oh, and sleet. Sleet was it's the same thing, right? Sleet, slush, whatever. All that. All of that's
There's
gross.
there's no slush.
Oh, thank
Like,
God. That was the
whatever snow
worst.
is here is, like, hard and, like,
Oh,
frozen.
oh, that kind. Like everything you touch, like you don't want to fall because you are going to break something or bruise something.
Exactly, and you can't see it.
Oh, black ice.
Like, some of it's real sneaky.
Yep.
Other times it's like, okay, it looks icy, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's not, and you just go sliding down.
Yep. Oh, that's the
So,
word. That was always terrified me. That I don't miss that. I'm sorry. Oh, awful.
I'm not enjoying it,
No.
and it's fucking cold.
Yeah. Although weird, today Dennis was watching a football game in Miami. It was 85% humidity in Miami
Yeah, isn't
today.
that normal?
That's I thought it got a little bit cooler like these winter months in Miami, but apparently it doesn't.
No.
I thought
I
it
think
got like springish for them. You know what I mean? I didn't know it was like still hot. I thought it was like springish weather between like December and February, but apparently not. It was 85% humidity today.
is it like California? Because 'Cause aren't there certain parts of California that are, like, cooler than others?
All parts of California, yeah. Like especially where
So
I was in California, I was like about 45 minutes outside of LA. It was much cooler at night and
mhm.
hotter during the day, like depending on what part of California you're in. Because especially by
Is
the
Palm
beach, it's cooler.
Springs Palm Springs in Florida, or is that in
That's in
California?
California. That would be a little warmer because that's more into the desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Florida's anything.
Neither did
I
I,
just
but
know
I was just
humid.
very surprised that it was 85% humidity.
Well, also
Gross.
maybe just climate change.
Yeah, yeah. So gross in Chicago, gross in Miami. I will stay right here in Nevada where it's like 50 degrees. I'm happy
That's nice.
with that.
It's fun.
Yes. So we have a lot to catch up on.
Yep.
A lot. We're going to start it off on some sad news. Betty White, Sidney Poitier, and Bob Saget have passed.
Yeah, it's so
Bob Saget
sad.
being as recent as, what, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago?
Yeah.
Age
So
65
as of Sunday.
as of Sunday.
So young.
Mm-hmm.
And I read the article and they said that they don't suspect foul play or drug overdose. So I wonder if he had like a heart attack
Yeah,
or
who
like a
knows? Because he
stroke.
was on tour. So he was in Florida. He was on tour in the middle
Yeah,
of his stand up tour. And yeah, they found him in his hotel room.
that's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Betty White, she was almost 100. Missed it by 2 weeks.
99.
Crazy. And just learned, I did not know this, so everyone knows Golden Girls. Do you know the characters
Mm-hmm.
are Golden Girls? Do you know who they are?
Yeah.
So Betty White, the actress that played Sophia, the mother of Dorothy, and Dorothy
They're
were
like the same
all,
age.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dorothy was the youngest by like a year, I think, or something like that. Or Betty White was like the youngest by whatever. But it was just like they were all the same age.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, and Blanche was, I think, like less than 10 years younger than them. She was born in like 1934, and the other three were born in like the 1922 or 23. So I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I knew that, but I also didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like, it just blew my mind when I actually saw it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because we sent videos back and forth to each other how much hair and makeup makes a difference.
Seriously.
So it's just like, how come 50-year-old women look so much older back then? But it was the hair, it was the styling.
The hair. Seriously, that video with the Golden Girls where they put Sex and the City hair on them, drastic change. Drastic.
Because then they look like 50-year-old women now.
Yeah.
It looks the exact same as somebody now.
Yeah.
But I did see someone say that Betty White passing on New Year's It was New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve, right before she turned 100, guaranteed her, like, people would be, like, talking about her, and she would have the most, like, toasts in her name and
Yeah.
whatnot. That's just, like, how she was, and it's just very on brand.
Yes. Very on brand for her. Yes. We'll miss you, Betty White. Rest in peace to everybody. So sad. Not a great way to start the year, but it comes in threes. That's the scary thing.
What is that saying? I want to know where that originated
I
and
don't
why
know.
does it.
I just feel like it does though. Like they say, like news, especially like bad news, it comes in threes.
It's a Bible verse.
Oh, which probably
That's
stems from
why.
like pagan, because pagan, and I think in pagan it's like things come in threefold, meaning like could come back, like karma's like 3 times worse. So I bet you anyway that's where they got that from.
Eh.
Yeah, but it's true. That tends to happen. The threes. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember always growing up, like if someone passed away, my mom would always say like it comes in threes. So I was like, oh fuck, I can look up if more people die. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Can it just be one person?
Yeah.
Like why does it have to come in threes?
And it always happens in like a week of each other.
It has to be close together.
Yeah.
Because it was like the last big celebrity one was Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett. I feel like someone else.
There was a third person, but I always forgot because Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson were like the two.
Same day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2022 off to a rocky start.
Yes. Hopefully it could balance itself, catch its balance. Because we only just started, so let's hope.
I don't know.
Let's hope. All right. What is our next step? Okay, so this actually isn't new news, but it's like being like revealed again, because after I sent it to you, I'm like, wait a minute, I think I knew this already. So it's being revealed again, or people are just like realizing it or want to share the good news again. Keanu Reeves, his earnings for the Matrix franchise, like before this, was it the 4th installment? He donated 70% of his earnings.
Okay.
For leukemia research, because his sister had leukemia. And like he even took a break from acting to take care of her.
Oh.
I just love this man so much. Like I love this man so much. Like he's just too pure. I love him. He's just the greatest human being.
He is. Okay, so when I read that, I thought this was like his most recent Matrix salary.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
That's what I thought too. But reading, I think it was just because the latest installment came out, like the reporter was saying, like, people need to remember his earnings for the other 3 movies, 70% of it he donated to cancer research. And when I was reading the article, there's other foundations and researches that he's a part of, but he doesn't attach his name to it. He goes, I give them the money. They do what they do best. I just want them, to have the funds for research and stuff. So he's a part of other things like this.
Okay, so I love Keanu Reeves. I hate that is so rare. Yes. Especially now with the way that things are.
Yes.
I hate that he is literally the exception in like a sea of billionaires. And it's like if anybody had like a heart or like a conscience to know that like people are struggling out there.
Well, I'm sure there are that do it silently and you just don't know. But it's kind of nice to know that there are good people out there. So I kind of wish they would not be anonymous. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when people do it, especially if they're like this, they want people to know that they've given money because it's like, look, I'm a good person as well.
Yeah.
Even though I spend summers on my yacht.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just saying.
We just need to clone Keanu Reeves. We just need to clone him and then just.
That guarantee the same personality and heart.
I don't know if we can guarantee that, but we can certainly try.
You just have to raise him. It's like Boba Fett. And you just have to keep raising the clone of yourself to create this awesome person.
Exactly. Yes, we need to clone him. I will start the petition for that.
Okay.
Look in your inbox shortly. So, Nicolas Cage and his 5th wife, Rico Shabata, are expecting a baby.
Wait, I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
I did not hear this.
This is his 5th wife. This is not the one that he married here in Vegas sometime last year. immediately divorced, or annulment, 5 days later.
It's not?
I don't believe so, no. It's somebody else.
What the hell?
Because he recently married this wife, I want to say a few months ago.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Does he have children?
He does. I think he has 2 or 3 other children.
Oh my God. Yeah, the other person's name was Erica.
Yeah.
And it says married 2019 to 2019.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hold on. Did we talk about this? He was married to Patricia Arquette and then also Lisa Marie Presley. That's
not surprising to me, so I think I knew that.
I did not. For 2 years. What? Okay.
Did you know he had a collection of shrunken heads?
You told me that.
Yes. And you could visit his grave in New Orleans, even though obviously he's not buried there yet, but his grave is there.
So you have the pyramid one?
Yeah, the pyramid, and then you'll see girls put kiss marks, lipstick on. Oh, it's gross.
And underwear?
Yeah, that too.
How old is wife 5?
She is 20 years younger than him.
No, she's not.
Or 30 years younger than him.
31 years younger than
31.
him. She's me. She's a whole me younger than him. Oh my God, she's 26.
Yes.
Yikes. Okay, well, congrats. Okay, but he does have that new movie coming out, which actually looks kind of funny.
It actually looks funny. I can't remember the name of it, but I will see it. I will watch that.
Yeah.
It looks
Pedro
fun.
Pascal's in it.
Yes, and who else was in it? Neil Patrick Harris.
I don't know.
And I think somebody else that I saw that I can't remember. But yeah, it looks entertaining, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. So Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson jetted off to the Bahamas last week. Or
Do you believe this?
They just came back. Yes, they were in the Bahamas.
Okay.
And did you see the selfie that she posted and what Scott Disick commented?
Yeah.
So Kim posted a thirst trap of a selfie of her in her bikini while she's in the Bahamas, and Scott Disick commented,
Where's the tripod?
Where's tripod? Which is in reference to Pete Davidson's very well endowed PP.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I found that very, very funny.
That was funny. Yeah, so they went to the Bahamas. Yikes. Didn't he jump on stage with somebody? Didn't he rap on someone's concert recently? Jack Harlow.
And I know right on New Year's he was hosting with Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
Miami.
yes. He was.
Mm-hmm.
Which Kanye, there's a little bit of drama.
And Kanye was also
there.
In Miami. Mm-hmm. Which segues into Kanye, since New Year's, has been seen with Julia Fox, who is from Uncut Gems, and then Audrey Nix. I never heard of her. It says that she was a Puerto Rican singer. I'm not familiar with her. But he was seen with both of them in Miami. They were both seen on his hotel balcony.
Yes.
Wait,
she was on the balcony too?
She was on the balcony too, both girls.
Okay.
And right now, Julia Fox and Kanye, I don't even know what to say what's going on with them. So, okay. So Julia Fox, she seems a little problematic as...
I honestly had not...
Yeah.
I mean, in Uncut Gems, I feel like she has a very, distinct look, and I'm just like, oh, I would remember that face, but I've never seen that woman in my life. I've seen pictures of her. I was like, that's not the same person.
Yeah.
But I guess it is. And then you sent me pictures of the Pete Davidson shoot. I think it was the paper shoot where he was the Ken doll.
Yeah.
And she was the Barbie that was with him. And I'm like, that's not the same person either. I don't know. I just don't recognize her.
Yeah. Same person. She's a chameleon. She could just change her look up.
Yeah.
But yes. So right now it looks like Kanye and Julia are spending more time together. Mm-hmm. She said something, I don't know if I think it's all publicity because there's a lot of photo shoots and stuff happening. She said something, I don't know if she referred to it as their first date or their first time meeting. He surprised her with a suite filled with clothes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you said, there is a Pete Davidson connection where she was in that photo shoot with him a few years ago,
Mhm.
where they were the Barbie dolls. Um, she also has had some drama recently. She just got out of a marriage too, and I didn't know she had a baby. Like he's literally a baby.
Yeah, it's a baby.
She had him in 2021, like a
Yeah.
baby, and started this whole drama with her baby daddy on social media. Like you could find it. You could see Snapchats of it or Snap screenshots of it because it was all on her Instagram story.
Yeah.
She seems problematic, and
She seems unapologetic. I feel like she is the female version of Kanye where she just really does not give a fuck.
I was going to say that, yes, and I
Like,
am
at
scared for
all.
Kim because if there was ever a fight, I think this girl would fight dirty.
I don't think it'll come to that.
Well, I'm just
but
saying, like, if you put them in a fight together, she's gonna fight dirty.
Yeah, she's from the streets or
Yeah.
something. I saw a video about how someone was saying like Julia Fox's past, and how she has always been like not like risque, but just like really comfortable in her body. And then she had an art showing in maybe like 2018, and I guess it's really hard to find pictures from that. But it was called Rest in Peace, Julia Fox, where she was like killing like the old version of herself, like putting that to rest. And all the pieces that she painted were with her own blood. Trigger warning, sorry, that's probably like really graphic. And like I guess there may be pictures of it online, but like just proceed with caution if anyone wants to see that. So, and then she, I guess, got married. I didn't know she was married to that person.
Yeah, I didn't know
that she
they
had
were
a
married
child with.
either, but a lot of articles are referring to her as like referring to him as her ex-husband. So,
But yeah, like apparently he's just like a deadbeat. Which I mean, I feel like it's hard to like. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, she's kind of gone through a lot, so it's just like go off.
Yeah,
You know?
go off. She
Do
has
you.
like retracted, like saying she didn't handle it well, which okay,
Mhm.
yeah. It obviously was a heat in the moment rant that she did, but
Yeah,
it causes some concerns for some people. It's like, okay, what's going on here?
yeah. But okay, so they went out to dinner, and Kanye took pictures of her, like staged a photo shoot, right,
Yes,
in the restaurant.
yes,
There was a behind the scenes video, not behind the scenes, like they knew what was happening. Like someone was also at the restaurant
yeah.
and was taking a video of what was actually happening, and it just looks so I don't know, like
They are just
unaware,
in their own reality.
literally in their own reality. But I guess there was a picture of him and her like slumped up on a couch together, which is a like almost a recreation of
Yes,
a picture of him and Kim.
yes,
So what I see are two people capitalizing on a very public breakup
yep,
where they can propel themselves into a different light.
yes.
So I don't know if it's anything serious, but
No.
it's entertaining.
Yeah,
It's
for sure. Definitely entertaining for us.
I'll watch. I'm here for it.
We didn't note this, but watching I guess it could fall into TikTok. Whatever. I feel like this is like the Kardashian podcast, anyways, because they're always in every episode that we do. But
I'm just saying, Chris is working overtime right now.
working all the time. The whole Tristan Thomas like apologizing to like Chloe.
Oh my God, we
like,
didn't even put this. Yeah.
Dude, read the room. It's too late. One, we all knew he was your kid. There was no point in you confirming it. We knew it.
Yeah, the
We knew
paternity
this.
test.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did we know this before you? Because I'm sure everyone knew.
Yeah.
And then to like Lamar Odom. Oh my God.
Okay,
Dude
if
does not know
you're
what
not familiar with the situation, so I guess Tristan posted, I don't know if it was a story or just like
a story on Instagram.
Okay, publicly apologizing to Chloe. Which did he even tag her?
I don't know, but it was a public apology to her.
A public apology saying she doesn't deserve this, but like he is now claiming this third child as his own. And then comments by celebs posted it, right?
Yes.
Are you sure? And then is that where Lamar Odom? Or was it an actual post?
I think somebody took that screenshot and posted it onto a newsfeed, which Lamar Odom commented on.
Okay.
And Lamar
And basically saying, like, I still, like, something about, like, how he still loves her and, like,
hopes that their paths could cross on friendly terms. It's like, no, mother, you know you fucked up. You lost a good one. It's on you. That's your fault.
It's just, it's insane at this point.
I mean, dude, you almost died in a brothel. There's no coming back from that. I'm sorry.
But was she wasn't with him at the time,
They were still legally married, I think.
Okay.
But they weren't together, no.
Got it.
But it's like, you almost died in a brothel. Like, everyone's going to remember that.
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't.
Yeah.
Seems to be doing better.
Yeah.
Isn't he seeing somebody?
I thought he was engaged to somebody.
Same.
But I'm sure she realizes he still loves Chloe, so.
No one's ever going to compare to Chloe.
No one's ever going to compare to Chloe.
Okay, so yes, it is going to be a heavy Kardashian tangent when we get to our TikTok section.
Yes.
Not heavy. We'll get through it quickly, though.
Yeah, so on to another new couple. We have Kaya, Gerbert, and Austin Butler.
Who's Austin Butler?
I love Austin Butler. So
Should I know who this is?
So he was dating Vanessa Hudgens forever.
Oh, is this the one that...
He's blonde.
Okay, yes.
So I first discovered him with the Carrie Diaries.
Okay.
I highly recommend that show. I think there's only 2 seasons, which was so upsetting because it was so good. Anna Sophia Robb, she is so amazing. Fell in love with her, and he played like the bad boy that she had a crush on. So that's when I first noticed him. I was like, oh, well, okay. I like this man. He recently finished the Elvis Presley movie. He was cast as Elvis Presley in the biopic. So that should be coming out, I assume, maybe the end of this year or beginning of the following year. Because I know that wrapped, they started before the pandemic. Obviously, it got stopped for a while because it was in Australia. Because I think Tom Hanks was like a producer or director or something like that with the movie, or in the movie too. And then that's officially done. So that's what he's coming out recently. So yeah, they have been seen together.
Okay.
So I'm on board with that.
Why not?
Yeah. Have you seen her acting?
Kaya?
Yes, she's in American Horror Stories.
Oh.
She's in a few episodes. Definitely the first episode, and maybe the second one. I can't remember. It's okay.
I haven't watched them.
Yeah. I only watched a few. I wasn't that impressed with this. I just stopped. But yeah, she was okay. She wasn't terrible. But she looks so much like her mom, which is so creepy. So creepy. But yeah, they're together, so good for them. Then we have Josh Numbell. He's engaged to Audra Mari. I'm not really sure who she is. On her 28th birthday.
Yeah, she's 28.
She's 28.
He's 49.
Fergie has given her blessing, so I guess
she has.
They're on great terms.
They've been together for 2 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
So, but still, I don't know. I'm being real weird about these age gaps right now. Like, I feel so weird about them. She's 28.
I know.
He's 50.
Yeah. Was I 28 when I got married, or 29? 29?
You got married 5 years ago?
3.
3 years ago?
3. So yeah, I was 29, I think. So yeah, even then I wasn't actually technically ready to get married. I can't imagine 28 or younger. It's like, what the fuck? I felt like a child bride on my wedding day. I was like, oh my god, I'm a baby getting married. Like, I can't. Getting married in your 20s is wild to me. It really is. It just is weird. But 28, I guess, is not too young. So, but congratulations to them. And then we have Eazy and Ashley Benson. They have been spotted together a lot.
Back together? Question mark?
Back together? Question mark. A couple to keep an eye on because they have been spotted leaving each other's places a few times and going out and grabbing food and running errands. So,
why can't I remember when they broke up?
Because I felt like it was quiet. Recent? I felt like it was quiet.
Because didn't she was with Cara Delevingne and then right back then went to
literally immediately to him,
like next day, and then her and Eazy broke up.
Yeah,
but I don't remember.
But they
wonder
were
why.
together for like a couple months. It wasn't short-lived. I want to say at least 6 months before they broke up. Maybe a little more.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I felt like it wasn't a short relationship. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. TikTok, aka Kardashian TikTok.
That's all I've been seeing.
That's
Not really,
all
though.
It is.
Okay. So back to the New Year's thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how people find these things out,
do
first
I.
of all. But apparently Kim unfollowed Miley Cyrus after New Year's. And there was a blind item that was submitted about this A-list celebrity apparently is like not happy about her boyfriend getting really cozy with this like female singer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the New Year's thing. I don't know what it.
I saw a maybe 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It almost seemed like a huge SNL skit because
it seemed okay. So I did see like snippets of it
Yeah.
on TikTok. It just looked so dystopian, Black Mirror.
Yeah, and there was a lot of pre-recording that they did, so that's what I saw. Like Pete Davidson was singing some song like while on a yacht, and she was singing with him too. And then I didn't see them actually together live, like doing announcements or anything like that. Because again, it was like 5 minutes. It was that, and then like commercial breaks, and that was it. That's all I saw. So I don't know what the chemistry was between them. I feel like even Kim, she just probably followed her for the publicity of the show, and then it was just like, I don't need to follow this bitch anymore. Just like, unfollow her. I don't know. That would be my thing.
It's so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I would say Miley is more in line to Pete's aesthetic.
Absolutely.
So I could see if he and Kim really were together that it could be. So that's the thing. We don't know if they're actually together, even though they were in the Bahamas together. We don't know if this is all fucking publicity and they're just good friends or just fuck buddies or what. We have no idea what the true nature is of the relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what's so
I did see someone say though, like, even if it isn't a real relationship, it's been a long time since we've seen Kim smile the way that she smiles in a lot of these paparazzi photos.
Yeah.
I think just like her marriage to Kanye was really heavy and like hard, and she's just kind of just a little free now, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the big one. There's a certain TikTok creator, and she is like on top of the Kardashian stuff. I don't know how she does it. But apparently she thinks that Kylie already had her baby. The reason she believes this is because she was seen getting in or out of a private plane, private jet.
Yes.
But as soon as like she gets out of the car to get onto the plane, she's covered. There's like blankets, people around her, surrounding her. Like, okay, why would
They've never done that ever.
We're literally doing the same hand gestures. What the fuck? I feel like Charlie and It's Always Sunny when you're like connecting all the things on the board. But okay, so she's covered, but because it's sunny outside, there's like a silhouette and it almost looks like a baby carrier.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe she needed all this extra room and like she didn't want people to see the baby. And then Travis had posted a picture on Instagram and said always with a heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then she commented with like 2 hearts.
Yeah.
And people think that's the day that the baby was actually born. And possibly if the photo is with the baby, maybe the baby's not in the frame.
Yeah.
And that's why like he posted it and that's why she commented. Also speculation that the baby's name may be Always. Stormy Always. Sunny would be cute though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people are just saying like there has to be a reason why she's not being seen. Oh, and you are not cleared to fly after like your 8 month of pregnancy. And supposedly her due date is like in the next couple weeks or something. So she would not have been okay to get on a plane. Like no doctor is going to okay that. So there's a lot of speculation, the fact that she's lying about when her actual due date was or when she became pregnant.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then also I feel like they couldn't announce anything because of Astroworld.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that. So if that didn't happen, I'm sure we would have known by now.
Maybe.
I think.
But I mean, Okay, so first pregnancy, big secret, right? Then she
Yeah.
just said, "Ooh, baby bomb, super popular." This time she decided to share it, kind of, but it's
Mm.
only because people were calling her out on
Yeah.
her birthday. Nails, not drinking. Hello.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know if I feel like Chris is really like stressing. Like people are like onto her and her marketing and her
Yeah.
PR,
Yep.
and she's finding it hard to stay like relevant or like two steps ahead, like how
Yeah.
she always is.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, and then now there's the speculation that Kendall's married.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes, because the guy that she's dating, he's a basketball player. That's all I know. I don't know what his
Uh,
name is.
Devin Booker, I think
That
is
sounds
his
about
name.
right. I was gonna say
Yes.
Brooks, but that could be
I'm
right
sorry.
too. I don't know. The
You say
word
Brian?
Brooks, Bro, like maybe it's Booker. I don't know, but same in the same field. She posted like a little mirror selfie of them, and
Yes.
had a ring on his finger.
Yes, on his left hand.
Yes.
And then her right hand is holding her camera, but her left hand is behind her.
Mm-hmm. And I would believe that Kendall would be the type quiet, nothing, no fanfare, like none of that stuff, because she
Yeah.
just seems the most down to earth and quiet of all of her siblings.
Yeah, I mean, down to earth for like a rich kid. Like I don't know how
Yeah, I
relatable
mean,
she is.
you know what I mean. Just quieter than the other ones.
Yeah,
For sure.
she just stays out of all of it.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe she's married because like why else would he have a ring on the finger unless it's like a promise ring? But are you 12?
It could be one of the weird. Yeah, I would
I
never
don't think
do
she's
that.
that kind of person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be with a kind of person like that. Like, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, no.
Yeah. But then also there was like the New Year's. I don't know if it was New Year's where Andy Cohen was asking Chris about who did he about? It was either about Chloe. It was probably about Chloe, and Stormy was in the background.
Oh yes.
So it's like Stormy came up like right at the perfect time and like kind of threw off the conversation, and like Chris is just like staring at him, and it's just like people in the comments were like, "Not Stormy being a crisis actor."
Right.
Like she's like, "Oh, grandma needs me."
Oh man, these Kardashians, I just can't with them. I can't.
But I mean, it's working. We're talking about them.
Exactly.
They're on like every news article.
It's
Also,
hard as hell.
those articles that people that are like not obsessed with pop culture, but like enjoy pop culture are not as smart or like or dumb, basically. And
That's what
that
I
I
have to
just
say.
like to say, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, whatever.
We're smart, okay? We pick up things from the movies and shows that we watch and the
Yeah.
people that we watch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Eh,
Fuckers. Oh, yeah, that I felt very called out with that video. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not okay.
See how it is. Really quick, what I've seen on TikTok, it's this device
Okay.
like that puts like electro like currents into your face.
Oh, does it have like the little balls on it?
Yes.
Okay.
I am tempted.
What is it supposed to do?
So what it does, so pretty much you put like the gel that it comes with to get the electricity to like stimulate and what, almost like with the my understanding was like with an ultrasound, how they put that gel and then like the machine, it's something like that, and it just like I don't know if it shocks. It's supposed to shock you, but it doesn't hurt. And I saw this girl do it, and like her cheekbones were like from here to fucking up here, like it was insane. What she did half of her face. So the device is sold at Sephora, and it's like $200.
Oh.
I think. So my mom had requested over Christmas. She's like, I think I want to do Botox. I think I want Botox. I'm like, okay. I'm like, me and my siblings could chip in to get you like a consultation, all that. She's like, yeah. And then at the end of the trip, she's like, I don't know if I should do it. So I'm thinking of getting her this device to try it out.
Yeah.
And then also if it works for her, then I'll buy it for myself. But
exactly.
So the three of us could split this device and see. But I am very curious. So the girl that did it, she goes, when you run out of the tube, you're supposed to like order more, and it's like 20 something bucks or more for like the tube. She's like, I just spritz my face with water. She's like, as long as it's water based, that's what it needs for the electric currents. If you use something that's oil based, it's not gonna work. It's gonna like pretty much break your machine.
I'm trying to feel like what is it doing? Is it promoting healthy
I didn't read into it.
Blood.
I should have, but I'm telling you, this girl, like, her cheeks, like, it was, like, up to here, like, high cheekbone. I'm like, what? So I'm very curious if it actually works. So I think I'm going to get it for my mom and have her test it first, and then I'll get it.
I would just like to point out, Alyssa, this sparked a memory in Alyssa, because before we started recording, I was just staring at my double chin, and I was trying to push it back, and it wasn't working, and then she was like, device, TikTok. I'm like, okay.
I guess if it works, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, on to our weekly binge. For those that are watching, look at this long list that we've...
Weekly binges. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of random stuff for me that I watched.
I mean, yeah, you stayed current and a little retro.
Yeah. So the first thing I put on, I watched the movie Grind. Do you remember that movie? The
skateboarding movie?
Mm-hmm. Adam Brody.
Yes. Wait, he says something really funny where they're like in a parking lot, maybe. I feel like I used to say that all the time. Oh God. Okay, I'll find it. I'll figure it out.
If you downloaded that streaming Tubi, it's on Tubi.
Okay.
Download Tubi if you haven't already, because like I said, it's a bunch of movies and TV shows. It's insane.
Is it free?
But, yes, it's free. Yes, it is free. So yeah, I watched that. I was like, oh my God, I haven't watched this in forever. I remember I watched that movie so much because I was so obsessed with like fucking Bam Margera and all those guys.
Yes, you were.
Like, it was bad. Bad. So yeah, I watched that. Then I watched Mannequin 2. Do you remember the movie?
I don't know if I have an actual memory of the Mannequin 2, but it's so funny that you watched that because I listened to a podcast called How Did This Get Made with June Diane Raphael, who's in Grace and Frankie, and her husband Paul Scheer and Jason Mantzoukas, and they always review like these horrible movies, basically, like How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
Mannequin 2 is one of my favorite episodes just because they talk about how fucking illogical it is.
Stupid.
It's not like the first one. The first one is just like amazing. Kim Cattrall, Andrew McCarthy, great stuff.
The first one was chef's kiss. It was obviously just so unrealistic, but it was good.
It worked. It just worked.
The second one, I don't
Makes no
know
sense.
what I watched.
What I mean, why did you watch it?
It made no sense to me. I'm like, why did I watch it? It was just, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen this forever. Let me just watch it. I'm like, let me see if this still holds up for when I was younger. I'm like, oh my God.
No. Gosh.
No. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not good.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
First one. Yes.
Yeah, first one, 100%. Second one, what's her name? Christy Swanson. I know a lot of people don't like her now because, I don't know, she's like canceled or something, but she was adorable, and I will say that. And the main guy, like, he made my heart swoon a little. I was like, oh, it was very sweet, but the story was just terrible.
The storyline didn't make any sense.
Stupid. Then I watched Mermaids. I forgot how good that movie was.
Did you cry?
Yes. I love that movie. It's so good. And I didn't realize Cher was like 40 years old when she made this movie. I thought she was 20. Thought the bitch was in her 20s. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Have you seen her now? What?
Have you seen her now? She has a Mac collab.
Yes, I've seen her now. Like, I had to read her bio. Like, I had to read, like, like, do things and see. I'm like, I had to logically put my mind. I'm like, Cher is in her 70s right now. Yes, it makes sense that she was approaching 40 or in her 40s when she made this movie. Wait a second. Like, my mind just wasn't catching up with me because I'm like, no, she's got to be in her 20s or 30s. I'm like, wait a minute. What's her name? Not Christina Ricci. The other one. Winona Ryder. I'm like, no, Winona Ryder had to have been in her 20s when she did this movie. I was like, wait, like, it just blew my mind. Like, I need to know Cher's everyday routine. Like, oh my God, I was blown away. But yes, I forgot how good that movie is. And Christina Ricci, oh my God, I loved her in that movie.
Is that the movie where Winona Ryder thought she could get pregnant by kissing a boy?
Yes, and that movie traumatized me when I was younger because I thought that's how you got pregnant.
I'm like, this is it. I'm never doing this.
Like,
I'm not getting pregnant.
Like, no, yeah, that movie, like, confused me because, like, I had an inkling of where babies came from, but then to see that a teenager in the movie was so convinced that she could get pregnant by kissing, I was like, oh my God, maybe that's the real way. Like, it just, it fucked me up. The next movie I watched was Breaking News in Yuba County.
Okay.
There were so many people in this movie. We had Allison Janney,
I love her.
Mila Kunis, who played her sister, her half sister in the movie.
Okay.
Is her name Aquafina?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's her real name?
I've only known her as Aquafina. She's in it.
Okay.
There was just like a bunch of Wanda Sykes was in it, like just a bunch of random ass people. I'm like, what the fuck? It was an interesting watch. It really was.
Okay.
It was like, how is this bitch like what? I would watch it. It was funny and just like out there, but it was definitely different from what I thought. Like when I read the description, I'm like this is not what's happening. It's good. I'd watch it. I can't remember, or I did watch it. I said, I can't remember which streaming. I want to say Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu. But yeah, it was interesting. Stay Close on Netflix. This is
the one you were texting me about.
I was texting Anjali about this show. So it's a UK show, and it's the first episode started out good. I'm like, okay, this has potential. But then as you watch it, I'm like, did these motherfuckers write as they were filming? Because literally, as you're thinking, what the fuck happened? Some character is explaining, like, long-windedly what happened. Like, they just had no, and it's just, so there is, it's like a murder mystery. And at some point, they forgot who they decided the murderer to be, and then at the end, you find out who it is. I'm like, literally, that was me the entire time. I'm like, what?
Okay.
Like, it was a little ridiculous. If you want to be confused and entertained, I'd say watch it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't recommend it as a good watch. No, it was so out there. It was so fucking weird. Like,
I hate that you felt the need to finish it because you started.
Because I'm like, now I need to know, because literally almost every fucking character had their hand in the fucking cookie jar, and you're like, okay, what is actually going on here? And then there was two characters who were just off the wall, like in their own reality, which it was weird. So I'm like, I need to know what happens. It was fucking stupid.
Okay.
But like I said, if you want good entertainment, I guess.
And to be confused.
Yeah, and to be confused, because I'm like, okay, they know how to keep you hooked. The Lost Daughter.
I don't know what this is.
It's on Netflix.
It sounds sad.
It's not sad. It's I don't know how to explain it. Not I guess psychological. I don't know. Olivia Colman. It's on Netflix. Olivia Colman, Dakota Johnson. First off, Olivia Colman is just a goddess. She is just, I love her. She was just amazing. And I need to find out if this was a book, because if it was a book, I would totally read the fucking book. Really good. Basically, it's Olivia Colman. She's like on like some little island in between Italy and Greece or something like that. Just like she's a writer or like a professor or something like that with literature. So she's just like on a working holiday. So to get away in peace and quiet. And then she encounters this family that kind of like overruns the island. My understanding is they're from like New York, but I think they have like some type of like shady shit ties, which isn't part of the story, but like that's why they're on this island vacationing. And Olivia Colman is very drawn to Dakota Johnson's character and her young daughter, and then you're seeing flashbacks of Olivia Colman younger with her two daughters, and it's beautiful. It's really good. It also is like, oh my god, this is why I don't want kids. But then I'm like, okay, I'm not a 20-year-old. I'm an adult. I think I could handle a kid. But it's just like seeing young mothers dealing. Oh my god, it was good. It really was good. Yeah. But I will say, I need a movie of just Dakota Johnson and the guy who plays her husband, which is the guy from Haunting of Hill House and Haunting of Bly Manor. He was Nell's twin brother in Hill House. And
he's always been fine.
Like the bad guy-ish in
assistant business partner guy.
He plays the Dakota Johnson's husband. He's like the one in like shady business. Like you could tell he's like some type of mom. Well, I don't know what the fuck he was, but the chemistry between them. I'm telling, mind you, it's like really brief, like, you know, the way they kiss, and then like she like jumps into his art, like just the chemistry. I'm like, oh, I would watch their movie. Like they should have been 50 Shades. He should have been Christian Grey. I'm telling you, just literally their on screen time together was like very brief. but I was drawn to it. I was
I dig it.
drawn to it.
Okay.
I would watch their story. I think I should start that petition because I would watch their story. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little heated, but yeah,
Oh boy.
it was good. I'm telling you, and
Okay.
like literally, they have like maybe a total of like 6 minutes of on-screen time together, just simple interactions. But I'm like, okay, yeah,
All right.
I'm on it. But yeah, I recommend this movie. It was really good.
Okay.
Very, very good. All right, I talked enough. You take over the rest.
Okay. So, I mean, that's something that we both watched, though.
Yes.
So, Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Insecure from the beginning. Alyssa just started watching it
Binged
this
it all.
past month. How did you feel about the finale?
I felt like she wasn't happy. She looked content with her, spoiler alerts for people, stop listening. She looked content with, as she was like going through the motions of her day to get to the house that she shared with Lawrence. I just felt like she looked, you know what I mean? Like she wasn't like her bubbly, self. I don't know. It just felt like she was content. I was happy Molly got her happy ending. I think that made me more emotional than anything.
That made me so emotional at her wedding. As soon as she came out in the dress, I was crying.
Yeah, I'm like,
because
okay,
her character grew so much.
Yes,
so much, and like Issa grew too.
That dress, though, can we get on that dress for a quick second?
Yes, because I did a lot of research on the styling in the final season because I was like in awe of all of the clothes.
Yes,
and the dress, I believe. I don't know if it's Oscar de la Renta, but it is like a gorgeous piece.
Yes. I think the whole, like, just that whole scene, just like it was just like all perfect. But yeah, I'd say Molly's happy ending made me more emotional than Issa's.
Yeah. I think it is like kind of, it's a tough thing because what Issa and Lawrence had from the beginning was kind of good, but they both needed to grow in some way, shape, or form. And then they did. And then they had that second chance.
Yes.
And then Condola was like, baby.
Yeah.
And then they were together for a little bit, but then Issa realized, like, I don't know if I could do this.
Yeah.
But then when they were having their girls' night and they were talking about stuff, and I don't know if Kelly said it or Molly said it. It's like, because nobody wants to be a stepmom.
Yeah.
And then maybe not. Maybe it was Tiffany that was like, and so what? Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
And I think it's just maybe she had to like readjust the expectations that she had for her future with Lawrence. And like that first moment that they could have had with each other, as far as like, it's not her child.
Yeah.
But Lawrence has already experienced that, having a child. Whereas if him and Issa want to have a baby, it's not going to be like a first together with them.
Yeah.
But I do feel like she was happy. Because even at the end, she called Molly.
Yeah. See, that was the real Issa to me. I was like, okay, there she is. I'm like, I was waiting for that, goofiness of hers to come out. I guess I didn't. And okay, I guess also my problem is I never felt chemistry between her and Lawrence.
I think, I feel like they're friends.
Yeah, I felt like I like them when they kind of like did that date in that one episode where they like went out to dinner and then they went to like the art walk and everything. I felt more chemistry with them being apart than together. I think that's why it kind of threw me off, maybe. And then also, I fucking binged it. I didn't have time to like, oh my God, are they gonna, you know what I mean? Like with you watched it from the beginning. So I think my reactions to it is probably why it's a little different. Because I'm like, I wanted more.
I know. But what you're saying with Molly and Issa at the end, I watched so HBO also has Insecure at the End. It's like an hour-long special about like the final season. And they were talking about how much they wanted to do with the show and kind of make it a way for people to see people that are like themselves, people that grew up in like these parts of LA, and like see Issa through her life, and Lawrence, but ultimately it's the love story between Molly and Issa and their friendship.
Yeah.
And that was so evident through all of it because, like you said, Lawrence was in it, but then he did his own thing.
Yeah.
But it was always Molly and Issa that were coming back to each other and trying to figure it out. I was bawling my eyes out when the scene where they were in the bathroom and she was trying to get Molly out of her wedding dress. That was beautiful.
We're done.
That was the most beautiful acting ever.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
But I really liked the way that she wrapped up the 5th season.
Yes.
Because I feel like it didn't feel rushed. I felt like there was resolution with almost like everything. And then even like Issa's like imagination and like thinking about like what could have been, like we got taken through all these possible scenarios.
Yeah.
And there was moments where I'm like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, is this really happening? But it's just like Issa thinking of it. So I just thought it was great. And I'm so sad because I feel like there isn't going to be like another show like that. And I feel like it changed so much for like Black women or just like the Black community to be able to see a show that's relatable.
Yeah.
Because like there's Sex in the City or like these other shows, but it's always appealing to a white demographic versus like these are women that look, sound, have career paths, life stories as a lot of people, and it was shown. And then watching the behind the scenes thing too was like another thing that like made me cry, and it was just so good. And I just hope that it continues to like.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna create more stuff for sure.
Oh, absolutely,
for sure.
But I hope it like sparks some type of something in anybody else that wants to have their story.
There is that. It's just giving them the opportunity to share it. That's
exactly
not getting an opportunity. That's what sucks.
Exactly.
One gripe I have, I wish there was a scene of Kelly with her child because I would have loved to have seen that. Kelly interacting.
They never showed Kelly's baby.
I wanted a little something.
Dude, fucking Kelly's
mom.
One-liners always got me.
Oh my god, Kelly, and then Kelly, the interaction between Kelly and Issa's brother. Why wasn't there more of that?
That was my favorite thing, and I feel like I'm going to say that now because like Kelly was trying to roast him, and then he just stared at her. He's like, "You proud of that?" And she had nothing to say. She just like fucking dropped his drink.
I wish there was more of them because they were the best. I'm like, damn it, there needs to be more of them, and I needed to see Kelly, even if it was for 5 seconds, being a mom. I just needed to see that. I needed to, but no, I didn't get that.
But no, I mean, I loved it, and I started rewatching it again just because I needed it. I needed to feel something again. Okay, so I also watched a lot of other things. I finished, and just like that, begrudgingly, I didn't want to.
Oh, so it's done already?
I don't know. That last episode seemed like it was it. I swear to God, if there's another episode, I don't fucking know.
I heard that they had to re-edit the episode to take Mr. Big stuff out. Or something like that. Oh. Like clips of him. Was there clips of him in this episode or something?
Like flashbacks?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so I think that's what it was. I think there were supposed to be flashbacks or so. I don't know. That's what I read that. Wow. Like when these accusations came out, they hadn't finished editing and they worked him out of the finale.
They didn't finish editing. They're still working on it the week before?
Oh, yeah.
60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Anyway, just kidding. I don't know. I guess there's more fucking episodes.
Okay.
I've watched 6.
Okay.
The next episode's January 13th. Oh, Lord.
So then there's probably 8 episodes?
Let's see.
That would be my guess.
How many?
8.
It looks like 1, 2, 3 more. So 9.
Okay. Well, you got some ways to go.
Okay, well, I caught up then because I put it on the back burner. I think I watched episode 3 or 4.
It's going to be on my back burner for a minute.
I don't have to finish it. You don't have to finish it. You're not obligated to finish this. And then I didn't have anything else to watch. I was like, fuck, let me do it. Yeah, I don't know where this is going. And like at the end of the day, like as much as they're trying to be progressive and woke. Like all of them are just so fucking problematic.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna watch it? Have you seen what's happening with Miranda?
I know she's having an affair, isn't she?
Exactly, and
Spoiler
that's the
alert.
thing. And I feel like they're I feel like they're not holding her accountable
No.
for cheating on her husband.
Because what happened when he cheated? She left his ass.
Exactly. And it's just like such a fucking double standard. And then Carrie is just being Carrie, and Charlotte is like so like cannot adapt to anything. There's a scene where they're fighting in the park, like because Miranda was trying to like tell Charlotte what she did. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. You just can't have a big reaction. She told her, she's like, oh my God. She's like, that's the reaction I said you couldn't have, blah, blah. But Charlotte had said something to Miranda when she like got up to walk away, and I was like, you guys all suck. Like you guys all really suck as people. Like I don't know where this is going. So I don't now I guess I kind of have to finish it. The ending of that last episode just made it seem like it was a different end credit scene. So I'm like, oh,
We're done.
we're done here. Turn the lights on.
No more.
No. Okay. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Okay.
That's gonna be
Something
my very
else
end of my list.
that was like kind of disappointing was The Matrix.
I heard.
Oh, it's just straight garbage.
Oh.
Hot garbage. Like I don't even know what was the point. What was the point? What was the reason? Like I feel like what was the reason? Like why would you even do that? Especially if they're gonna bring back like Keanu and what's her face that plays Trinity. I just don't get it. Also, I love Keanu. I really do. His acting.
So that's
His
the
acting.
thing. His acting is very mediocre.
No, I don't know what it is. It's elementary. Like I went back to watch the other Matrix afterwards. I'm like, I don't remember him acting like that, and he didn't. He had more something.
I feel like just now he grunts more of what he's, you know what I mean? Just like he struggles to get stuff. I don't know.
No,
just like with John Wick. I guess for John Wick, it's just like, okay, he's John Wick. But
He's a
I've
badass.
noticed that in other stuff too, though.
Yeah, and he's always like,
Yeah.
like that's just like his style, sure, you know. But I mean, I've seen him in other things. He was in like that really bad sci-fi movie that we talked about, Replicas.
Yeah.
He like clones his whole family. He had better acting there, but I feel like I don't know if he filmed this simultaneously right after or right before the Bill and Ted.
Yeah, it was.
Reboot?
Yeah, I think it was back to back.
So I feel like he could not shake that character and become Neo because that's what it felt like. Because he was just like so doofusy, and I'm just like,
that's probably what happened.
Who are you?
That's probably what happened.
It was so upsetting.
Yeah, it was.
Storyline was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I just was not okay with it.
Well, that's disappointing. Well, at least you didn't have to spend money to go see it. You got to see it in your living room.
In the comfort of my own home. I know. I was wrapping gifts, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Is this the same franchise? Okay, so I saw that, and then I'm like not going in order.
It's totally fine.
And then something else that I saw that's like, I guess in theaters, Spider-Man No Way Home.
My brother's seen it 4 times already, I think. Is it that good?
I would go back to see it.
Really?
I think I was too. Okay, so I took Lincoln, and I kept asking him, "Are you sure you want to see Spider-Man? Because it's the real Spider-Man. It's not the cartoon Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be dark. Like, are you sure? Because otherwise we can go see Sing." He's like, "I don't want to see Sing." He calls it singing. He's like, "I don't want to see singing. I want to see Spider-Man." I was like, "Perfect. So we'll go see Spider-Man." Went to an afternoon show. Within the first 10, 15 minutes, kids knocked out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I'm like, I don't want to wake him up. But I'm like, it's happening. The movie is happening. But I mean, I guess that gave me time to just like fully
enjoy it,
relax and enjoy it. He woke up like the last 40 minutes. It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Okay.
I cried.
No.
I definitely cried. So yes, it does seem like there is going to be more Spider-Man movies
Okay.
after seeing this. So we'll see.
Okay. Maybe I'll eventually watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, oh no, it won't. I'm like, yeah, it'll come to Disney Plus. It won't
No.
because none of the Spider-Mans are there.
Yeah. I'll
Oh
figure it
damn.
out.
Okay.
I'll figure it out if I want to watch it.
Um, what else? What else? What else? Okay, I'm gonna talk about something last because it's emotional. Oh, Station 11 on HBO Max. Have you seen
No, what is
anything
that?
for that? It. I didn't know what it was. I just started watching it, but the description said like a post-apocalyptic world, and I was like,
TV show
that's
or
my
movie?
stuff. TV show.
Oh, okay.
Um, Gael Garcia. What's his name?
Let's see.
Gael Garcia Bernal is in it.
Station 11.
Um,
Yes.
Hamish, I think his name is Hamish Patel.
Yes. Kenzie Davis, Laura Petty. Okay.
Like lots of solid actors are in it,
Okay, yeah.
and the story is kind of weird because it starts in 2020, I think, and a pandemic hits where people are sick and they're just dying. But
Okay.
it's like a fast death. Like it's not like COVID where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you live where people are like, I don't know what that was. People feel sick and then they're like dead like 10 seconds later. So it's
Okay.
like World War Z almost, but no zombies.
Okay.
And then it just like wipes out like 90% of the population. So it's like there's no society. So the people that did survive are just trying to figure out how to function and maybe create their own little society.
Yeah.
I like the story so far. It does kind of show where storylines merge. But it's been a good watch so far.
Okay, I'll keep that in
I
mind.
don't know. And I think they release 2 episodes a week.
Okay.
So that's been nice.
Yeah. Like I said, my problem is my HBO Max is downstairs, and when Dennis is home, I can't watch anything downstairs because he's either playing his games or watching his sports. So I'm stuck to the upstairs TV, and I can't log in to the HBO Max on here. So it's frustrating. So I have to wait for him to leave so I can watch stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But also you watched Don't Look Up too, right?
We did. Yes. So we both watched this.
I thought it was good.
I liked it.
I liked it. It's getting a lot of hate on the interweb.
What's his name? Timothy Chalamet. Cracked me up.
Yeah.
Love just the best.
I love fingerling potatoes.
Love fingerling potatoes. Like you had pointed out, Leonardo DiCaprio having an age-appropriate wife was very off-putting. It just didn't make any sense. I'm like, oh, okay, this is happening.
Yeah.
I was very upset with him that he would have an affair. Like, I love that actress that was his wife. So it's like, why would you do that to her? Why would you do that? It upset me.
I know. I've loved her since Coyote Ugly.
Upset. I mean, I thought it was entertaining.
I thought it was good. Jonah Hill, hilarious.
Always.
His one-liners to Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep. Always loved it.
Boy with the dragon tattoo. Thanks for dressing up.
The bad
like all of them.
Open the doors, come on, gentlemen.
Gentlemen. She goes in first.
Oh, it was funny. I liked it. Yeah, I feel like it's very possible how the rich and famous and well off will just be like, oh no, let's worry about our wealth first before the well-being of others. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah.
Believe it.
I mean, it's very much like an allegory for what we're experiencing right now.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why people didn't like it so much.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was good.
I liked it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Finale. I watched Encanto.
Okay. So this is on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus now.
I need to watch it.
It was in the theaters first. And then they brought it to Disney Plus. I've watched it maybe 20 plus times now at this point.
Okay.
Between me and Lincoln, because He loves it. The soundtrack is constantly playing because Lincoln will listen to it all the time. And I've been seeing, okay, so I'm happy I'm on the side of TikTok that I am on because the videos that I am seeing about it is like validating and people that are
Yeah.
appreciating it. But I guess there is like another point of view from like white people um, assigning a sexual orientation to all of these characters to try to relate to them or like white queer people. So like they'll say Isabella is, I don't know, like a lesbian because she doesn't want to marry this guy. And then Louisa, who's like the strong one, is like a trans female. And it's just like, and then Bruno is, you know, a gay, like shut out or something. And it's just like, why are we doing this to a child's movie? It has nothing to do with
Yeah.
their like gender identity or their orientation. Like it just, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm not seeing those things, but they're like, and people are hating some on Lin Manuel Miranda and like how he just makes the same music for like everything that he does, but no one is talking about any other white composer that's been doing it for years. So I guess Alan Menken was the one that's done all majority of Disney's like scores and writing. And it's just like, why are you coming for? I mean, it just reads as racist. Like, why are
Yeah.
you coming for this person that is bringing culture to the forefront
Yeah.
for people to see? And I don't know, like, if that is a reason why Lincoln gravitates towards it because it sounds familiar. So, like, there's like the beginning song, which is catchy, and then there's like a party, and as soon as you hear that person's voice singing, you know who it is. And Lincoln loves Carlos Vivas. So as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I think that's Carlos Vivas. So I like Googled it, and it is. And I was like, Lincoln, do you know who that is? And he's like hearing it. He's like, oh, it's Carlos Vivas. I was like, exactly, that's Carlos Vivas. Like you like his music. Um, so it's just like it's so important. Like just representation in general is so important in media, and I'm so tired of consuming media for the masses or like entertainment for the masses that's geared towards white people.
Yeah.
And then when it isn't,
They have to
white
make
people are
it
upset.
about them somehow. They have to do it in a way so
Yeah.
that they can really no.
Like something. Let us have something. And it's like a
Seriously.
Colombian family. So I'm not even saying I can directly relate to this hardship because what their family experience isn't something that I've directly experienced. But the way that the characters are written, as far as like Mirabelle, who's the main character, and then like her sisters, I feel like I'm a combination of all of them and like her cousins because you grow up in these families where you are constantly not forced, but you feel like you have to present yourself in a certain way to make other people happy.
Yes.
And you never really know who you are or who you're allowed to be because you have to put on this presentation for the family and for people's perception of your family.
Yeah.
Fucking bawled my eyes out.
Okay, I need to watch this. Again, something I need to watch when Dennis is around because he'd be like, why the fuck are you watching a kid's movie? Like, he doesn't watch, like, any of that stuff. Like, I will happily watch Disney stuff. He'd be like, what the fuck? He's never seen Toy Story. I think I've told you this. Like, he's just not into this stuff. I'm like, okay, cool.
But I mean, I guess as an adult, because I was talking to B and Annie about it, and Annie watched it, and I was like, B, did you watch it? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, I guess maybe, yeah, cartoons aren't for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even if I didn't have Lincoln, I would have watched it.
Yeah.
Because I will comfort watch like old Disney movies, like cartoons.
Yeah.
But yeah, cried a like bad cry.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
I need to watch it. Yeah, the last Disney movie to make me cry, I think, was Frozen. I cried for Frozen.
Frozen 2?
No, first one, I think. Yeah, when like
I cried
Elsa,
Frozen 2.
Yeah, Elsa and when because it's been so long since I've seen it, but Elsa and Anna like came together and like they were saying, I'm just like, oh my god, siblings, I love it. I think that's what destroyed me. I don't think I cried with the second one because I think I was watching it with Dennis and I think I was purposely just trying to hold it together, so I don't think I cried because he was like busy doing something, and this is like in the middle of the pandemic. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking watch this. I don't care if you're. I'm gonna watch it. So I did not cry. Lie. I watched. It was not recent, but like a little while ago, I watched Little Mermaid. I fucking cried with the singing when she was singing Part of Your World. I fucking started crying.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Like, why am I crying? I'm like, she's a mermaid. I just start crying. I'm like, the singing is so beautiful.
Okay, but again, like the underlying theme is acceptance, right? She wants to be part of their world. And I
Yes.
feel like that is something that's universal,
Mm-hmm.
but it's spoken in like this fantasy creature.
Yeah.
But with like the music is Lin-Manuel Miranda, like you can hear it. It's like his signature.
I'm not familiar. I haven't watched any of his stuff, but I could get it. I could understand.
Do you watch Moana?
No, I didn't watch Moana either.
Okay, that was him too. So there were like 3 parts for me of tears, and it progressed. It reached a boiling point at a certain point to where I was just crying. And it's a kids movie, so of course it's gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe you will not feel the same way as I did.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I know I will. I haven't had a good cry in a minute, so yes, I will.
Yeah,
So I
and
will
there's
watch
like
it some point this week for sure.
I will say if you are going to watch it with the subtitles on, because for some reason it translates the Spanish subtitles to English, or the Spanish song lyrics to English. So the part that I had snapped you was like, I sent you the songs. It's like about the caterpillars. Anyway, he sings it in Spanish, but they translate it into English. So if you're seeing the English translation of it and seeing the scene,
Okay,
done.
subtitles. All right.
Done. Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous.
No, it's good.
I know. I just don't like crying.
Sometimes
And
you need a
because I
good
haven't
cry.
done it in a while, I know it's gonna be a good cry.
Ugly.
It's gonna be ugly.
Ugly.
I think that's why I'm nervous. It's gonna be like bad.
okay.
Very bad. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow, that was an action-packed episode that we just did. A lot of binging, which I love.
Yeah.
I felt like we haven't watched like a good amount of stuff in a long time.
Yeah, we had a nice break. So
Yes. But yes, Euphoria is back tonight. You already watched it. Don't tell me anything. I'm gonna have to wait until fucking tomorrow to watch it. But I'm excited. I can't wait. Euphoria is back. There's a lot of good things that are coming out. So
yeah. Also, Zendaya did post on her Instagram about it being out today,
yeah.
and just as like a warning that it is for mature audiences, and
Yeah.
even if you've maybe like there are sensitive topics in the series, so if you feel like you can be easily triggered or something can kind of set something off in you, to not watch it, just because it is going to touch on some pretty heavy stuff this season.
Yes. Oh. That I'm not prepared for sure. Oh, that show's a freaking roller coaster. All right, and it's a show I will watch every week. I'm not gonna wait to binge it. I need to watch it every fucking week. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to watch something happy afterwards.
first one wasn't that.
Okay.
I mean, it is, but I feel okay.
Okay.
I feel okay.
So you're obviously going to be able to watch it before me, so warn me to have something happy lined up after the fact, okay?
Oh my God, I am going to be able to watch it before you. Oh God, the time difference.
Not only the time difference, I can't watch it until Mondays anyways, because Dennis is hogging the downstairs TV.
You're right.
Unless they're putting it on Hulu, which I don't think. I think it's just HBO Max, then I'm fucked.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might.
We'll figure this out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, because I know with certain things with HBO Max, it might go on to Hulu. Sometimes it doesn't, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. But okay, everyone, thank you for listening to the first episode of 2022. And we mean 2022, not 2020 TOO.
As well.
Please.
I don't know, man.
It's 2022. It's going to be a good year.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. I'm not usually optimistic, but I'm gonna be optimistic for the both of us.
Okay, you do that. You do that.
I'll do it for the both of us. All right, everyone, you can find us on social media. Send us an email, message us on there. Be sure to rate and subscribe.
Yeah.
And until next week.
Bye.
Bye.